David Lee is a walk-on. I think I saw it in his brother's Instagram post on Sunday. It was a walk-on to San Jose State. The guy gets a scholarship, obviously, plays, and it's drafted in the late round to the Houston Texans. Now, in OTAs, if you've heard the podcast of David Lee with his dog and me and Will sitting here, it's a great one because you want to talk about fucking adversity. People want to complain about their 9-to-5 jobs and not making enough fuck around with that, dude. David Lee's gone through that shit now. I'll take the Quessenberry family over anybody at this point. David Lee starts feeling some pain, it's just not feeling right. Right? So he goes to one of the trainers, and the trainer's like, hey, why don't you go to the hospital, go check some stuff out. Trainer knew, he said, after the whole thing, if you've watched the podcast, I'm not going to refer to that anymore. If you haven't listened by now, fuck you. David Lee, goes to the hospital, ends up having a very aggressive form of cancer. The dude, listen, there's a phrase called scratch all day, match all weight. I learned this year. That dude is the definition of that phrase. He beats the shit out of the super aggressive cancer. Talking about cats die with this shit. I know everyone does. There's all forms of cancer people die from. But this dude's got aggressive shit. It's not like I have a blemish here that could be, let's scope that out. He's got to go through chemo. He's got to go do shit and not only that, once you beat cancer, it's not like, oh, we're out of the woods now. It's like a 3 to 5 year deal of, it could come back at any time. So anytime, like when you and I hit the winter months, and we got a sniffle, like you hear your boy up here, I'm a little stuffed up top. Or I got a little fucking little thing back here. I'm in my head like, fuck, I guess I'm getting a little sick. David Lee, for those 3 to 5 years, is like, am I getting cancer again, dude? Like, that's some crazy fucking shit, am I right? The dude is just, it's insanity to me. So this guy beats the shit out of that, right? Goes to Houston Texans. I don't know anything about the Texans owner who passed away. But I know they had cancer at the same time, and David Lee says so many good things about him, and it's really cool to hear about an owner and a player, have that type of connection. It's unfortunate what the connection was, but it's a beautiful thing, right? And that's something that people need to pay more attention to, especially in years like this. He beats it, goes back to Houston. The guy doesn't start a game, right? But he fucking got cancer in the NFL, said, I got to dip for a second, fellas. Cruises out, gets down to 245, literally said, and I'm not going to refer to it because if you didn't hear it the first 2 times, fuck you, but you can go back. Says, I saw myself in the mirror and I didn't even know I couldn't even recognize myself. So now this dude's 245, works his ass back, right? Now, if you don't know David Lee's past, I do, I'll fill you in. His family's military, dude. His dad was a Navy pilot, I believe. His brother went to Navy, served for 4 years, and is now on the practice squad for the Patriots. The family needs to write a fucking book, dude. It's cool as shit. And then Scotty, I'm part of the family too. We make fun of his ass all the time because he's like the blue chip kid, right? Nothing really, he's got scholarship, and they get drafted, plays. Love Scotty to death though. Kid's an absolute beautician. Follows the pod too. Good for him. David Lee goes from the Houston Texans to the Tennessee Titans. Let me tell you about how shit works in the league. All right. If you're undrafted or you're a low free agent signing, it's not like, and every league is going to be like this. Everybody's going to be like, everyone's got a fair chance. Don't care. That's not how it works. If you're fucking I was a first round pick, right? Dude, I got the silver spoon straight up my asshole, right? First round pick. People are just absolutely taking me down and I'm getting loved, right? But then you get to camp and shit gets a little fucking haywire. Now you're everybody's bitch, but you're going to have your chance to start. It's your job to lose. I didn't do it for my first 5 games. I didn't have the scratch. I couldn't get shit done. Obviously, things worked out a little bit better towards the end, but I have that silver spoon. When David Lee comes over, it's a great story, kid. It's a great story, but that's it, Now it really matters everything else. You don't necessarily get a fair shot like everybody else. That's how the shit works. You have to do more if you're not a high draft round pick or a high free agency sign. You just got to. If you want to play, you got to do more. David Lee did that. All right. Now, I worked out with David Lee from the beginning of March in California through the entire offseason. So this is March to July. I think he took some of my mojo because the knee's gone. David Lee is one of the hardest working individuals I've ever met. His whole family is unbelievable. The whole fucking crew, Quessenberry family, is spectacular. This dude told me, he's like, I'm going to play. He's like, this is going to happen. Something's going to happen, blah, 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 blah. I don't know I don't know what, but something's going to happen. I'm going to play about halfway through the year. And I said, I can't wait to play with you, dude. Like, I'm fucking stoked. Who knows what he was doing when I wasn't around? Probably had a cauldron fucking taking some of my pubic hair and popping it in the fucking thing and then making a voodoo doll out of me and then stabbing my knee. Don't know. Don't think David's like that. But the guy's worked his ass off. Now, doesn't make the team. Practice squad. Spoiler alert, he's not happy. And for good reason, right? The dude worked his ass off, had a great camp, I thought. I thought he played really well. And when you're back in the league, it ain't like there's 15 offensive linemen, dude. You got like 10 cats. So you got to be able to play all sorts of ways. Fucking David Lee, practice squad, I end up getting hurt. And I'll tell you what, this shit sucks. I have not liked this at all. I've absolutely hated this situation with my name. I cannot be happier for a guy like David Lee to get an opportunity the way he has, because no one deserves it more. And for him to come in, the entire time Will was on the field on defense, I would just watch Will. I don't know what he's doing. I never played linebacker, but I know what the fuck left tackle is doing. Everything I saw from David, like, you don't turn on that TV and say, oh yeah, it looks like there's 4 starters on the field and a guy filling in. You turn on that TV and watch them and you're like, holy shit, dude. That's 5 fucking legit starters in the league. That's the kind of shit David Lee did on Sunday versus the Colts. Now we're playing the Browns. You're going to see this on Monday. And you're going to be like, well, you're behind. Listen, this is the fucking the way this shit works. Okay. So just calm down. That man, I'm so happy for him. I'm so proud of him. And I hope he keeps it up. Right. It's a big test this week. Olivia Vernon and Myles Garrett, they're studs on the outside. They're studs. And I think, and I know he's going to do well because that's what the dude does, man. He doesn't give a fuck who you are. He's going to attack you the way he attacked cancer, the way he fucking beat cancer, the way he beat the Colts. But it's Justin Houston, dude. That dude's a fucking stud. Like, you look at him and you're like, oh, that's weird. Did the statue start moving? Like, he looks like a goddamn Greek god. And fucking handled himself, dude. Now, he wasn't always on him. Buckner wasn't there. I fucking put the fine print in there for you, Bloss. Buckner wasn't there. Fucking Autry wasn't there. Yes, they were missing dudes. 2018, I got knocked out in the first game. Jack Conklin still wasn't back from his knee. And Dennis Kelly had a thing that week. So we were on our 4th and 5th tackles playing in that game. And we beat the Houston Texans. So adversity is fucking all around us, boys and girls. And it's just fucking how you handle it. And I'm proud to be a part of the Tennessee Titans and how they've handled this shit. Now, let me tell you where I'm coming from now. The last 3 days, like I said, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, and now today, have been the most miserable 3 days since I've torn this ACL. All right, Jerry's been out quite a bit. All right, he's sad. And why is he sad? Because his knee hurts. And I sit there, I think to myself, man, I could do that. I could do this. But then I stand up and I can't, right? Why? Because my knee. And that's the thing, is I fucking sit there and I just daydream about fucking this block, that block, cutting that guy off, hands inside, perfect punch, those types of things. And I can't. And it's mind-blowing to me because I used to watch guys get ACLs and you're like, fuck, man, that sucks for him. See him next year, right? And then it's fucking, you're in the blinders. You're in the blinders of the season. So that guy, now that he's gone out of your blinder, you don't see him anymore. I'm the guy out of the blinder now. And it's made me appreciate football so much more. And it makes me so excited, regardless of what happens the rest of the year, right? Makes me so fucking excited to come back and play in 2021 because fuck, man, this team's awesome. The guys are great. The dudes are awesome. We're 8-3. And you know what? 9-3 is not fucking, you could do it. The Cleveland Browns are good, but damn, we can fucking do that too. And we can just keep on stacking them chips. I don't know how long the season's gonna take, but dude, this last 3 days, I've missed football more than I ever have. And it's been really hard. It's been really difficult. I've been in my feelings a little bit, not quite crying yet, but we're fucking right around that corner, right? We're at the bus stop waiting. I don't know what bus is going to pick me up, but we're fucking right around there. I'll tell you what we're going to do.